Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, I talked about cleaning up any of that residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. If you're down and out and angry and depressed, you're the only one that made the mess. You're the only one that can clean it up. Yesterday is gone and we are not promised tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go over that wonderful list of all the things that control us throughout the day. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people pleasing, not able to say no. Drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself. Distractions everywhere. Then you have nothing but excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcasts, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, never having enough. Being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. Or you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about happiness and the power of happiness. And happiness is an action word. You know, people say, I just want to be happy, and they're misconstrued about what's going to make them happy. And one of the things that I learned through my whole life, everything that made me happy is what I self-sufficiently did myself, like learning something new that I didn't think I could learn, learning the computer, learning new words, taking courses that I love so I can do my counseling and write my book and become better and better and better. And every time that I challenged myself and with the editor and I had to keep rewriting and rewriting to simplify, it made me happy. Having my babies made me happy. Buying my home made me happy. But it was momentarily, the work was ongoing. Like it was exciting to have the baby, but then there goes all the work, you know. So we're disillusioned. So everything is about maintenance. Everything is about what you do today. Success is truly what you do today. And the only way you're going to be happy is cleaning up your own mess. So if you're looking around and you see all the clutter, you see all the chaos, you see all the commotion, well, you're a part of that creation. And you could create it to be better or you could create it to be worse. I remember when I was talking to my son and the woman he was living with at the time, she always wanted to make my son out to be some monster, that he was just so horrible. And I said, you're just as screwed up. And oh boy, they don't want to hear it. So all of you out there that think you're holier than thou, that you think you're special. So if you're in a relationship you're not happy with, you're just as screwed up. You're equally screwed up. You can't be more, you can't be less. We attract who we are being, not who you think you are. So if you're allowing somebody to abuse you, if you're abusing them, men, women abuse men abuse women, it's your low self-esteem, and I guess you have work to do, because when you have good self-esteem, you will never let anybody touch you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. I know it because I did it myself. There were times where my self-esteem was in the gutter and I thought I was Queen of Sheba. When I was in the drug world, drugs will tell you whatever you want to know. They will make your ego so big, but when you're coming down, boy, it's reality. So what I want you to do is really focus on making yourself happy today. Happiness is what you do today. So if you want to get order in the home, if you want to clean, if you want to purge your closets, oh my God, you want to purge your house, everything that's ugly, get rid of it. Everything that's cluttered, get rid of it. And everything that you haven't worn in a year or two, put it in the bag and give it to the Goodwill. Give it to somebody who's going to wear it. It's going to be brand new for them. Watch how happy you start getting. And then as you get rid of the clutter and you're with your partner, start kissing them up. Start making love again. Start bringing your love back. It's all how you create your life. It's all in how you create your day. Again, success is what you do today. First, do the things you absolutely hate. Like this morning, I'm going to clean my dogs. I do not want to clean my dogs, but I have to clean my dogs this morning. I got stuff to do around the house, and then the rest of the afternoon is mine to do whatever I want. That's why I get up at 4:35 to do my podcast, to do my workout, to do the things I don't want to do. And then I have, it's amazing how much more time you have for yourself. So I want you to make yourself a priority, to make yourself happy today. Success is truly what you do today. And remember, balance. Not too much of anything, our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You teach yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you will get in return. The goal for all of us truly is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else your head gets backed up. Remember, if you have an attitude, being in the highest possible state of happiness, good humor, and contentment with the way things are. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, we need those breakdowns to have those breakthroughs. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have worth. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world, doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, smooth talkers, narcissisms, your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. I'm going to read a beautiful saying by, let me see, the Dalai Lama. Regarding all sentient beings as excelling even the wish-granting gem for accomplishing the highest aim, may I always hold them most dear. When in the company of others, I shall always consider myself the lowest of all, the lowest, and from the depths of my heart hold them dear and supreme. Vigilant, the moment a delusion appears which endangers myself and others, I shall confront and avert it without delay. When I see beings as wicked nature overwhelmed by violent negative actions and sufferings, I shall hold such rare ones dear as if I have found a precious treasure. When others out of envy treat me with abuse, insult me or the like, I shall accept defeat and offer the victory to others. When someone I have benefited and in whom I have great hopes gives me terrible harm, I shall regard him as my holy spiritual friend. In short, both directly and indirectly do I offer every benefit and happiness to all sentient beings, my mothers. May I secretly take upon myself all their harmful actions and sufferings. May they not be defiled by the concepts of the 8 profound concerns, and aware that all things are illusionary. May they ungraspingly be freed from bondage. The Dalai Lama. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to read a little snippet from the Tao Te Ching by Stephen Mitchell. Excuse me. And today's message is describing the indescribable, teaching the unteachable, pointing the way to the way. What does Letso think he is doing here? It can't be done. No way. Hence poet and stand-up comedian wrote, he who talks doesn't know. He who knows doesn't talk. That is what Letso told us. In a book of 5,000 words, if he has the one who knew, how could he have been such a blabbermouth? That's the problem with spiritual teachers. They have to be blabbermouths, but their words are, in the tradition, Buddhist metaphor. Fingers pointing at the moon. If you watch the finger, you can't see the moon. How meticulous the great master had to be. A monk asked Matenzo, why do you teach mind is Buddha? Matenzo said, to stop a baby from crying. The monk said, when the crying has stopped. What then? Matenzo said, then I teach, not mind, not Buddha. The monk said, how about someone who isn't attached to either? Matenzo said, I would tell him not beings. The monk said, and what if you meet a man unattached to all things? What would you tell him? Matenzo said, I would just let him experience the great Tao. I love this. What he's talking about is, and I've seen this over and over again with my workshops, and we've talked about this, people that are very smart, they have a hard time asking for help because they're so smart, and Those are the ones that take their lives out. Those are the ones that live in misery. Those are the ones that quietly suffer and never experience happiness because they're so smart. Um, Asking for help is strength. Asking for help is powerful. Asking for help in the areas that you're weak is a sign of a great person, a great leader, a very wise and smart person. And a lot of very intellectual people have a hard time doing day-to-day living, have a hard time with social skills, have a hard time with reality, have a hard time with just day-to-day people because they have a hard time being in their own skin. And one of my greatest gifts is, as a leader, I utilize everybody with their gifts. I know who to grab. I know who to pull. I'm working on a home. I know who does this better. I know who does that better. With learning words, I know where to go. I had people, my friends, my husband, I had everybody help me. Growing up, I had my one girlfriend. My father spoke broken. He was from Poland and he spoke broken English. And I always thought my English was horrible. And she said, no, that's from your dad. So they used to teach me how to speak proper English. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not embarrassed where I'm weak. And that's what I want you to do today. Where you're weak, get the proper help in your life. Ask for help. If you're an alcoholic, if you're a sex addict, if you're addicted to the computer, if you're addicted to the news, if you're binging, purging, you're not good enough. Start working on that. Get a therapist, get somebody strong. Start working on your self-esteem. Everything we hate, everything we don't like about ourselves, everything about the world that you bitch about is the world inside of you. So that's what I want you to focus on. How can you start healing that world inside of you? How can you start putting the right people in your life? And remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. I will take charge of my life today and realize I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. 2 heads are better than 1. We always lie to ourselves. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day that you don't want to do to have a successful day. My 2 things are always getting up early, doing my podcast, working out, keeping my food clean, and the rest will follow. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my workshops, my seminars, my speakings. If you want to learn about my services, lifeinharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that colorful round button that says subscribe. Share with everybody you love and respect. Start with podcast number 1, number 2, number 3. There's order into receiving this information. In 30 days, you're going to say, wow. In 1 year, you will not recognize yourself. I did it in a playlist. The first 200 podcasts are about Life in Harmony, Guide to Healthier Thinking by Marianne Grant. There's a different topic every single day. And remember, the more people we help win, the more we win. It's a win-win for everybody. There's plenty out there for everybody. And I want you to have a tremendous day today. And thank you for listening.